does that, but after about 2 hours of recording, the video will start to get slightly choppy, and it won't even be recorded as drop frames.
I did! And I won't say it again! But that's enough about that. You're the ruler of Mania. Oh, just look at you! You're positively beaming! You now have the power to summon golden saints. They've always served the Duke of Mania. I think it's the bright colors. They just love them.
Bright colors.
And here is the Ring of Lordship, a symbol of your new station. Symbols are important. They carry weight in this realm, and others. You would be well served to remember that. She was right about that. I can feel it. In my bones. Little ones. The Grey March has swept the Fringe. Aura gathers its forces there as we speak. And I hate when people gather forces in my Fringe! You'll need to put an end to that. Stop them. My army should already be there, but I want you to see what you can do to help. If they continue to marshal their forces there, we won't be able to contain them. Make sure they can't. It swept the Fringe! That's not good! See if you can't hold them off there, because if you can't, everyone is going to die. No pressure. They'll get more and more active as the Grey March continues. If they've already taken the Fringe, they must have one there already. I really hate those things. Come visit again, or I'll lock up!
Angry over Thaden's replacement as the Duke of Mania, Syl has betrayed Sheogorath and joined forces with the joined with the forces of Order. I'm sorry. According to Syl, Order has already taken the Fringe. I should travel to the Fringe and investigate her claims. Cannot fast travel from this location. So let's get out of here. Arrived in the Fringe to find that it has been completely conquered by the forces of Order. Passwall may have been attacked. I should take a closer look.
Speak quickly, mortal. Kneel before the saints! Kneel before the saints!
Your Grace, a dark time has been thrust upon us. Passwall is under attack. We are outmatched and outnumbered. At first light, the spire at the center of town became active. Immediately, the area around it began to crystallize and change. Soon after that, the sky darkened and the nights came. The nights are relentless. They do not tire, they do not fear, and they do not stop coming. They appear out of nowhere at the base of the spire. We kill 5 of them, 5 more come. We've lost too many of the Orioles already. I fear that we will not be able to hold the town for much longer. You've seen the spire in Passwall. It is believed to be a monument from times past, but its true purpose appears to be more sinister. It appears to be a source of power for these invaders. A portal or some sort of gate. I don't know. If we cannot disable or destroy it somehow, I do not think that we can stop this invasion. I have an idea how we might be able to stop them, but for now we must survive. I've been losing Orioles with each attack. and I'm down to nothing but men. We are pinned down here. If we lose, the gates of madness will fall. If the gates fall, the enemy will flood into the Isles. We will be helpless to stop them. But now that you've arrived, perhaps we can slow them down. We cannot talk now. We don't have very long until the next wave arrives. Even though I have served with these Orioles for centuries, as the Duke of Mania, it is your right to command the troops. Command them if you will, or leave it to me. Either way, make haste. Our time is short.
Excuse my sneeze. I'm so sorry.
I thank you for your trust. In your name, and for the sake of the Shivering Isles, I shall not disappoint you. Inspect the battlefield and provide what aid you can to the troops. Speak with me when you feel that they are ready for battle. Form up! By the staff, we will not allow this town to fall. Are you prepared for battle, Your Grace?
Yeah, they do. And sometimes you think they're gonna happen, and then they don't happen. Like, it's always weird when you think a sneeze is coming, and then it just goes away, and you're kind of disappointed.
I imagine that we will not have to wait long, Your Grace. The Knights are relentless. We are the only thing standing between them and the total destruction of the Fringe. This town has stood on the edge of the Shivering Isles since they were born from the mists of time. For our purposes, it serves as a defensible outpost. That is, against typical enemies who can know fear, intimidation, and hopelessness. You've seen the spire and pass wall. It is believed to be a monument from times past, but its true purpose appears to be more sinister. It seems to be a source of power for these invaders, a portal or some sort of gate. I don't know. If we cannot disable or destroy it somehow, I do not think that we can stop this invasion. Go. Here they come!
These guys might have better weapons than what I'm holding, even if they are tarnished. Let's see. Guess they'll all be under T.
Speak quickly, mortal. Reform! Back to your ranks! More are coming! Back to your positions! Don't break ranks! Hold! Hold!
The force of knights attacking Passwell have been eliminated. I should speak to Orig Dasha about the situation. Oops. That picker pocket.
Victory is ours.
And they shall not
For the
pass.
moment. We must discuss our next move. The Spire is obviously their source of power. This battle will not end until we find a way to shut it down. I am not certain, but do not lose heart. I have an idea. The ruins of Zedaphen run under Passwall. The entrance to the south of the town has been sealed for centuries. One of my scouts reported that the ruins have been opened recently, and a number of these knights are now guarding the entrance. If we attempt to assault Zedaphen, Passwall will be overrun and we will lose the Fringe. Additionally, our forces are dangerously thin. We have no idea what opposition may await us inside. Your insight is impressive. While we draw their attention here, you should be able to slip inside Zedaphen. Once inside, search for the source of the Spire's power. It must be underground somewhere. Once you find it, Destroy it. Good luck, Your Grace. May the truth light your way through the darkness. Go.
Statue. Pretty cool. Right? Zetaphin kind of sounds like a medicine you would take in the future. Prescription Zetaphin. Talk to your doctor about Zetaphin. Dry mouth, rashes, heaving, diarrhea, nausea. Your eyeballs may fall out, your dick might fall off, your asshole will fall out. Dude, prescription Zetaphin. Hey, Chad. Hope you're having an awesome day, Chad. If not, I hope it gets a little more awesome soon. The red carpet. Gray. I've made my way into the ruins of Zetaphin. I must seek out the Spire's source of power and find a way to deactivate it. My day's been pretty awesome. I'm a little hungry. Kind of craving a tofu burger, but otherwise, pretty good. Of course, I'd run out of lockpicks. Fudge. This guy's got a key. Oh yeah, I love tofu. Speaking of vegetarian alternatives to meat, they have Little Caesars is actually going to be releasing an Impossible Burger, kind of like, I mean, Impossible Burger, an Impossible Pizza like the Impossible Burger. It's going to have like tofu meatball type things, tofu sausages. That's what it is. I forgot meatballs, tofu sausages. Meatballs. That's okay. I didn't understand. But I saw that on the news this morning, and it looked really cool because, you know, I'm a vegetarian and I love the taste of certain types of entrees that are typically. I had to word that very carefully. Pearl, dog. I haven't eaten meat since I was 18, which was around the time this game came out. realize just streaking arrows. My restoration skill up a bit here too. I love how I'm not wearing any armor. I'm just running around in dress. My theory is I'll get my restoration skill up that much more from all the damage. Constantly having to heal it all. I've discovered the source of Order's power. An obelisk is having its power amplified by the spire that leads to the center of Passwall. I must find a way to shut down the obelisk. You missed me? Aw, that's so sweet.
Help! Help! I'm being attacked!
What the fudge? I heard
It's
the
you.
music.
I remember you. What are you doing down here? How did you get past the knights? When they attacked, I ran from Passwall. They didn't say a word. They just started killing. The screams. By the staff, you can't imagine the screams. Fellas and I slipped down here thinking we'd be safe. But no, we landed right in the middle of them. Fellas ran off with them and left me to die. Me! That ingrate, disloyal cur. Imagine leaving me here all alone.
How do you get your hair so shiny?
Every time I look for a way out, I get twisted around and end up back here. But I'm too smart for it. You seem to have no trouble, though. Look at you. Barely a scratch. You'd be the perfect person to protect me. Oh, sorry. I wasn't aware that being a courageous hero was a requirement around here. Look, you may be a scamp's ass, but I'm offering you the chance to be the hero of Passwall. Escort me out of here, protect me, get me home, and those people will praise you more than you can imagine. I'll do what I can to help. I like to hurt things. Maybe I can hurt these damn knights.
He likes to hurt things. Maybe we shouldn't bring you back to your hometown. Obelisk and collapse the spire. The caverns are now coming down around me, and I must escape before I'm trapped.
get out of here?
Where is this open yeah, there's no alternate route. I need to get there so I can see. Maybe it's this thing. Yeah, that's what it was.
I don't think this thing is gonna open again. You are the worst escort in history. I'll find another way out. Get going.
Wow, that was nice. Where's Discord? Ah. Okay, black potion time. Rock's gonna kill me there.
Thanks for the help, I suppose. Although you seem to be doing your best to get me killed.
Where is it open from? I guess it doesn't matter, he's already left. I'll see you later. Yeah. Our proof of the rock seems to be everything. Where is the rock? Okay, the rock. And the other rock. That rock. I think I saw stone cold too. I've survived the collapsing ruins of Zetafetin. I should seek out Auric Desha and ask her how the battle above ground went. Okay, those puns were really bad a second ago. I just want to apologize for them. The stone and rock, that's just really bad. Alright.
Hi.
You're really stupid. Every time I see a rock in a game, I make that same joke. I gotta stop with that. The meme is getting old. It's getting old. I'm getting older too.
I cannot believe it. You survived. We were certain that your light had been lost. I apologize for doubting you, Your Grace. You are a most worthy leader, perhaps the greatest warrior to ever hold the seat of Mania. But I fear that our work is not yet done. The area is still overrun with night. You should return to the palace and speak with Sheogora. Ask him how he plans to defend this realm.
Speak, citizen. Speak quickly, mortal.
mic was off and I was talking. I'm really embarrassed now. Anyways, what I was saying is, I finally figured out what was causing that blue effect. I thought I just used a scroll by accident, and it was actually that necklace, that cute necklace I was wearing. Whole time. Oh gosh, don't get stuck. Oh! Oh lord. Have to fast travel if that happens. Okay, I think I'm gonna have to fast travel. This would happen. This would not be a good thing to have happen in Oblivion in real life, or like actual Oblivion, because you would just be like, I mean, for one thing, they don't have the jaws of life. That's like not a thing in Oblivion yet, so we'll just fast travel to Passwall. Yes, get me out of here. Yeah. Yeah, that was a little bit my fault because I was trying to go an unorthodox way, but it definitely sucks when that happens in the game and you get stuck.
If you need something, better talk to me. I'm going to stay here and help rebuild this place.
Hey, made it.
These fools need me.
Okay, just jump on over to the side this way. I don't know why I thought going around that other way was going to happen. Kind of thing. I need to put my sword away too, because I just keep walking around my sword out. Keep on going slow. I'm so hungry. Back to New Shaft. Yeah, better just to fast travel at that point.
Your Grace.
News of your success in the Fringe precedes you. To further cement the victory, I have an important task for you to perform. You will seek the assistance of Relmina Vernum in Zalselm to rebuild the Gatekeeper. You remember? The creature you killed to get in here. With the Gatekeeper restored and Zadillion in operation, we won't have to worry about anything getting in. Things already here are another matter. You'll need to speak with Relmina Vernum. She'll help you with your task. Strange woman has some unusual tastes. With that done, the Fringe should be secure. For now. I can feel things start to get a little hairy. And not in the good way, like on your head. It's all moving faster than I'd expect. And I'm good at expecting. Things are getting a bit thin. Get that Gatekeeper in place, and do it quickly! I'm not sure how much time I have left! He's almost here. I can feel it! You won't like him as much as me. He doesn't even carry a cane! More the giant bone-cleaving sword type of prince. If he's on his way, I'm on my way out. I already feel not quite myself. Not quite someone else, but not quite myself. It's essential. Simply essential. If only it were essentially simple, but it's not. I want him there guarding those gates. If any of Jigglag's forces show up, he should be ready for them. It wouldn't do to just let them in if more show up. And more always show up. Still and all, I think things are going well, considering. Go talk to Relmina in Zalselm. Tell her you're working for me. Oh, she'd do anything for me, that little minx. A powerful sorceress. Maybe a genius. And a complete lunatic. All in all, my kind of person. I brought her to my realm so she could continue to study her sixth element. Honestly, I didn't know there were 5 already. She's a bit obsessed with it. And with me. Makes dealing with her difficult. You shouldn't have any problems, though. No one likes you that much. Send Relmina my love. That'll get her going.
Do you require assistance with the task Sheogorath has given you? The gatekeeper stood guard over the realm, keeping those not blessed by Sheogorath out, until you, your grace, slew him. Sheogorath has asked that you create a new gatekeeper to stand watch over the fringe. You should speak with Relmina Verenim as quickly as possible. I fear our time runs short. It appears to be inevitable, though your victory in the fringe is a new twist. I fear Sheogorath will be gone soon, however. His appearance seems imminent. His hatred for this land, for what it represents, is unimaginable. The obelisks operate by reflecting and focusing energies in order to create a portal to this realm. They can be overloaded and rendered inert by placing the crystalline hearts of the knights into the obelisk itself. Each heart will increase the power of the obelisk until it eventually overloads and shuts down, closing the portal. She is a powerful sorceress. She believes she has found a 6th element, the element of flesh. She was expelled from the Mages Guild for this belief and for the extreme nature of her experiments. Our Lord took interest and brought her here, so Relmina might continue her work, free of those provincial notions of decency and morality. You will find her in her sanctum, hidden away in the dungeon of Zasselm. Has your grace no interest in exploration and discovery? Very well. I shall mark a fast way to travel there on your map. Our Lord is always acquainted with Sorceress Verenim's current whereabouts. Her affections have caused him unnecessary annoyance in the past. I live to serve.
Nice. Marked on the map. Okay. Just gotta...
Welcome to the House of Mania. Where am I even headed inside of this building? Okay, this little winding path right here. Oh! Hit my foot. And fireballs and like every enemy in the world coming out at once.
guy on the other hand. The heck? A failed experiment. Whatever the heck that was up there. Oh, I guess that's what that was. Wow, that must have been painful. Back when that first happened to that person, I'm guessing quite a long time ago. Doggy. There we go. Doggy's fine. Well, maybe not. We should trap the doggy inside here. Come here, doggy. There we go. Now I didn't have to hurt him. Well, aside from smacking him a couple times. Okay, that does not operate this particular gate. It operates something over there, I see. Interesting. Sounds painful.
If you die, I will bring you back to life. We have much left to accomplish. You! I remember you! You're the adventurer who slew my gatekeeper, are you not? The ends justify the means, do they? You'll pay for that one day. Now, by all means, come right in. Walk in here as if you own the place. By what authority do you disturb me? I see. Sheogorath is too important to come on his own account. He sends his mortal lackey. Well then, I trust my servants didn't give you too hard a time getting in here? What is it Sheogorath's lackey requires of me? Oh, does he now? Yes, powerful magic indeed. It is proper that you bid me kindly, lest I show you the meaning of pain and suffering. Alas, I am still distraught over the destruction of my sweet child. I cannot return to his womb. You must do this. You will travel to the gardens of flesh and bone. There you will gather mystical components needed for the ceremony. Go fetch me blood liqueur, osseous marrow, dermis membrane, and essence of breath. And take this key. It will allow entry into the gardens and give you direct access to my sanctum. You will travel to the gardens of flesh and bone and collect for me these things: blood liqueur, osseous marrow, dermis membrane, and the essence of breath. Are you not the exalted Duchess, slayer of the great gatekeeper, champion of our mighty Lord Sheogorath? I'm sure you'll be able to find these things. If not, perhaps Sheogorath's faith in you is misplaced. Go now, you try my patience. For many years, I labored painstakingly in those gardens until my back bent and my soul became crooked. But the fruits born of that labor were the essential components of true flesh. You will go there and gather the components needed to bring my new child into this world. Try not to fight a Grummite in the water or in the rain. They seem to like that. Bring me...
Away with you, dog!
Does this hurt?
The screams resume. A poor, tortured prisoner in there. Shame I don't get spooked with this game. Hey Fingit, I hope you're having an awesome day. And if not, I hope it gets a little more awesome soon. And thanks so much for the 25 bits. That is super awesome. Super appreciated. But yeah, this game doesn't have too many scary moments for me, though I guess there are a few things that are kind of scary. But I guess every now and then there might be something that surprises me, but nothing like on Home Sweet Home, right? That game was terrifying. That game. Oh my god, I screamed so many times. That game. There was so much stuff that would just be complete out of nowhere. I did not expect it. Just, I'd love to see more horror games like that. We really need more like that. Instead of just the usual action horror that we see everywhere. Oh yeah, Home Sweet Home was great. That was an awesome game. I nearly had like 2 heart attacks and a stroke completing it, but it was worth it. That game was intense. It's right up there with like Alien Isolation and the Coma Recut. You know, as far as like those games where you're basically being chased and have to try to hide and use stealth to get through. Has a similar kind of gameplay. Oh, and of course Outlast. Why did I forget to mention Outlast? That would be another good example of that style of gameplay. One of the most shocking parts of Outlast is you're walking down that one hallway and the monsters just have these big ding-dongs hanging down. It's like... this monster's got his ding-dong hanging out. You know, it's pretty surprising. I guess either one of these directions is just as unexplored. Go this way first. Got some tofu meatballs in the oven. Looking forward to that. I'm so hungry. I will not hurt the doggy. Same here. And I've never stopped being hugged for some reason. I could keep replaying this game infinitely and never get tired of it. This and Fallout 3. Yeah, Skyrim was not as good to me. It's just all those snowy environments and just kind of dull, drab scenery. Wow, this dog. I've been good to these dogs. I have avoided killing them at all costs. I am not going to attack the dogs. I refuse. I will not hurt the doggies. Get my sword away then so I can run faster. Let's see. Roots will not budge. Oh, I gotta use this thing. Yeah, I love my doggies. Though I've only ever had one in my life, which is a Chihuahua, which is my sister's. I'm mostly a cat person, but I love dogs too. Just always had cats. What was I supposed to do? Okay. I'll see a sparrow. Oh, fine. Yeah, that area doesn't have anything else to grab. Where's the green arrow? That's what I'm looking for. All the way over there. My family had both at times, but just a dog now. I love cats and dogs. They're really cool. And I really like when they get along. Because, you know, you used to always hear about how they supposedly wouldn't get along. But, of course, I had a Chihuahua, so what do I know? But that Chihuahua certainly got along really well with cats. Look at all those dogs just trapped back there. I managed to avoid hurting any of those by keeping them all trapped back there. You just gotta outsmart them. That way you don't have to hurt them. It's a no dog kill run. Retrieve Dermis memory. Oh, he was on my head. That was funny. I had like paws on my head. Okay, that's a dead end. My tummy is rumbling for those tofu meatballs. That skeleton can survive too. Skeleton. Skeletor. I don't know why it says skeleton. I'm talking too fast for my own good there. I'm talking over my own words. Dead end. starved thing. Yeah. Let's take a look at the map. Interesting. It's definitely supposed to be here. Sorry, I was taken up by all these tofu meatballs. They just got brought into the room to me. Yeah, these hungers just have hunger tongues. Does this place have a higher or lower floor of some sort? Blood liquor, osseous marrow, dermis membrane. I don't see anything like that right here. Wait, the breath. I hear breathing. Is that where I'm supposed to get that stuff, or maybe not? What the heck? Oh, there is a second floor. Yeah, tofu meatballs. Had them cooking in the oven, and I was starving. I had missed dinner today. Maybe I need to go under instead of over. Or not. This is rather peculiar. Yeah, there's definitely some more winding tunnels around here. They've got a lot of different spices in them. They're really good. Really spicy meatballs. They got Indian curry and stuff like that in them. I love that stuff. I really love Indian food and stuff like that. Hey, Tav. Funny you come in when I'm stuck. I'm really glad to see that you're okay. I heard there was tornadoes going your way. It scared me. I was really worried about ya. And you were right about Streamlabs. OBS is so much better than Streamlabs. You were right. I was having so much trouble with Streamlabs. It was bugging out a lot. And I can use much higher settings on OBS and have less problems than I did with Streamlabs. Like I'm using 50 frames per second. I can't go a full 60 frames per second, but I can go 50, which is close enough for me for now. Let's go out in the yards and look at the sky. That's cute. I missed you. I was really hoping you'd come in. I'm sorry, that was... I think I burped kind of loudly. I'm sorry, I missed you. Burp! That's really... That's appealing. That's sexy. I'm sorry. Not to mention being so lost on this part. What's going on here? Okay, there's a tunnel I haven't explored yet. I missed when you called me Doric. It's you know how much I love that. Virginia had a big earthquake in recent years, and living on the East Coast, I felt pretty helpless and terrified. I'm sorry to hear that, hi. California probably shrug it off, yeah. Yeah, I could see that though, yeah. Where I live, we don't typically get earthquakes or tornadoes either. We get very boring weather. If we get a thunderstorm, we're excited because, oh my god, it's a thunderstorm. It's below 60 outside, but you're burning up in there. Aww. I hope you're okay, hun. You been eating spicy food? I know spicy food sometimes do that to you, make you sweat. Make you feel hot. Not in 5 hours. I miss cooking for ya. There's the essence of breath. Finally, the last piece. Well, one of the last pieces. There's still another piece somewhere in this cave, so... But the piece that I spent all this time looking for. Time to switch weapons, too, because I broke my last one. I'm not attacking, I'm healing. Strapping in. I'm glad you did, hon. I missed you a lot. Gonna watch some Netflix. Okay, cool. Could you unblock me on Discord, hon? Sounds really funny to ask on stream. Could you unblock me on Discord, sweetie? Okay. Thanks, hon. And I'll unblock you too. I think I already did. Yeah, I already unblocked you. I love you. Hope you have fun watching Netflix. Thanks, sweetie. Don't mean to hit the doggy. Try to avoid killing any doggies. Oh no! I killed a doggy! Run! That's not the whole purpose of the run, is to not kill any doggies. I just tried my best not to. I managed to avoid killing most of them, but one just got in the way. It got in the way. The poor pooch. Poor little pooch. As long as it's not John Wick's dog, I'll be fine. Oh, you're funny. Oh, I missed you, Tiffany. This door is opened elsewhere. Oh, okay, it's right there. And now I've got the blood liquor. Apologies for the troll. I now have all the items required by Romina Brenham. I should return to her. Yeah, I missed Tiff. I hadn't heard from her in a while. Because we had a little argument, so it was really good seeing her. Now I'm distracted on where I need to go. Where am I gonna go? Oh. Yeah, I heard about those tornadoes on the weather, and it made me really think about her and really miss her. It really makes you think about how much you care about somebody, regardless of what little things you argue about. How you couldn't stand to lose them. Some healing potions. Oh, check, make sure I did do that on Discord. I think I did. Just want to make sure. Apologies for, let me just do this while I'm doing that. Again, I left out the be right back screen. It's not even the first time I've done that either. I am embarrassed. Embarrassed. Okay, so that leaves only one place left that it could be where I need to go. Yep, it's all the way up there in the northeast. And that way is blocked off. Alright, it's a doggy. What am I thinking? I was about to engage it or something. Sorry, I vibrated somewhere else, apparently. For a second there. I'm fine. Got this Adrian. Started Game Boy games in and out just cause. Hashtag gamer things. I always liked how when you turned the Game Boy on, it put that little tiny tab like over the corner of the Game Boy cartridge to make sure it couldn't come out. As if this Game Boy cartridge, which you know, it fits really snugly into the Game Boy to begin with, as if it's going to somehow come out. It's like they must have done that so that you could play a Game Boy upside down on the moon without ever having to worry about it somehow possibly coming out, because I really can't imagine it coming loose. I loved the Game Boy though. That was a really good system. I got the Game Boy Advance when my appendix came out. I got the first Game Boy around the time that the Game Boy and Game Gear were competing, because my sister got the Game Gear and I got the Game Boy. And she had like the color screen, backlit screen, and I'm like over here trying to like sit under a lamp, you know? But I later on got the Nomad, so that made it, you know, a little better. Your appendix is out too? Awesome. So yeah, when I had my appendix removed, of course I waited like 2 days after my appendix ruptured. Like I had gone septic and everything. I was just throwing up bile into a bucket. And when I finally went to the hospital, I was really on death's door because of the fact that I didn't want to leave the house under any circumstances. This was at a time when my agoraphobia was at its absolute worst. You know, not compared to nowadays where I can leave the house when I want to. And sometimes I like to every now and then just to, you know, get a breath of fresh air. But back then, oh my gosh, it was just impossible for me to do. And so, like, I waited till the very, very last moment till I was just really fading. I mean, it was awful. But while I was in the hospital, my sister got me a Game Boy Advance along with Yoshi's Story for Game Boy Advance. Ah, that's very sweet, very good. There was that one, and there was also the Zelda Minish Cap, I think it was the name of it, Minish Cap. I loved those games, and I was playing them in the hospital the whole time. Well, I would fast travel, but I've walked this far. Might as well bring in my athleticism. Yeah, Minish Cap was a lot of fun. I also remember when I came out of the hospital, I was really tired because I'd gone a long time without having any caffeine in my system, and it was the first time I'd ever gone that long in my life with no caffeine because, you know, they told me I couldn't have caffeine. I had to just have water and everything because of my appendix for over a week after I had it removed. So, for the longest time, I was just dead tired. But then as soon as I actually tried a caffeinated drink, you know, since by then I could actually drink a caffeinated drink again, I grabbed a Vault, which was still a thing at the time. They still had Vaults. I loved Vault, by the way. And that Vault just picked me up so much. I had so much energy from it. I miss Vault.
You are here to help rebuild the Gatekeeper. That is very good of you.
considering what you did to him. So many strange noises here. People screaming, animals dying. But I've learned so much. So much. Goodbye.
You have returned with all the components? Excellent. All that remains is to choose the body parts. Fearing one day someone might manage to kill my child, I have been preparing a new...
Don't all mothers.
I've created versions of each appendage. With various enhancements, you must choose one of each. I am attached to them all. Artist's prerogative. If you want to sneak up on one of those zealots, wear one of their robes. Fools of every time. Oh, you mean my research subjects? Don't trouble yourself with their fates. They're volunteers of one sort or another. Besides, they are furthering important research into the nature of pain and suffering, of life and death.
That's one way to look at it.
Don't be concerned. I always return the worthy ones to life. Besides, Lord Sheogorath has sanctioned my studies and my methods. Any loyal servant of the Mad God would respect his decision in this matter. I know your type. You believe yourself better than everyone else. You persecute genius when you find it because we are able to see around the sharp corners of your simplified morality. I see the vast horizons of thought while you cannot see past the tip of your own nose. I can grant the guilty the cleansing fire of retribution so they may die purified of soul. And I can grant the worthy everlasting life. And what can you offer the world except the hot air escaping through that hole in your head? Out of deference to my Lord Sheogorath, I will allow this outburst. In fact, I will acquiesce to your request. But only if you can prove to me the sincerity of your position and the depth of your conviction. Are you willing to trade places with these souls? To bear the full weight of their pain and afflictions? Weigh this question carefully. Are you sure? You will not easily heal the damage done to you. This is a permanent sacrifice you are making. In fact, it is likely you will die. Perhaps you had better reconsider. Truly. Very well. I wasn't quite finished with them. But as long as you remain in Sheogorath's favor, I will not conduct experiments on these people. There's no turning back now.
I kind of wish I could sleep in an own bed. Hey, look at these skulls. That's kind of decorative. Just got 3 on each side like that. A shambles skull.
It's been too long. Come here.
Oh, so all the parts are in one room. For some reason I thought they were in different rooms, but they're all in one room. I'm running into another room. Alright, let's see. The Helm of Power or the Angry Mind? I think Angry Mind. The Heart of Wound Sharing or the Heart of Spell Turning? Wound Sharing. The way he hurts people who are trying to hurt him. The Breast of Life or the Breast of Magic? The Breast of Life, sure. Arm of Chopping, Arm of Frost Shielding, Arm of Shock Shielding, Arm of Fire Shielding. Arm of Bashing, Arm of Slashing. We'll go with Slashing. That's about everything, right? Or I have to choose. Okay, I get to choose one for each of the arms. Okay, cool. I thought you just had to have that. Like one. Okay, so I'm going to have a second one. We can only use melee at one time, so him having a shield against something would help.
Oh, ha!
Whoops. I thought she said she was gonna set these people free. They're all like just... They're all still here. Project Limb Removal. Day 12 Observations and Summary Conclusions. Day 12. Removing an arm from the young wood elf female made her fight all the harder for her life, despite being clearly outmatched. In previous battles, she fought much less bravely and to lesser effect. She lasted a full minute against my most angry of hounds before her throat was ripped out and I had to revive her. However, removing just the feet of the middle-aged Nord male made him despondent and without any will to defend himself, even against a lesser foe. So pitiful was the look on his face of his corpse that I decided to leave him be rather than resurrect him. After so many years of scientific study, I still cannot abide apathy. I'm sure that my aversion to pity has colored my findings, as I only make use of strong-willed test subjects. Though I suppose, flawed as my research may be, it is still more revealing and faithful than any other has done before me. Summary conclusions. After studying the various combats between the test subjects in this project, I have concluded that, much as the pain threshold is inconsistent within a given species, so too is the effect of dismemberment. Whether beast or man, the removal of a limb, be it functional as a hand or peripheral as a tail, has varying effects on the subject, having to do more with individual temperament than any biological or cultural endowment. Whatever the particular effect, it is substantial. Whether it enhances the subject's tendency towards aggressiveness or passivity, or swings them to the other extreme, removing a limb has a profound effect on behavior. After reviewing my notes, I will attempt to catalog all the similarities and differences between the subjects and their responses. I may be able to offer Lord Shiagarath a guidebook detailing how to craft a better kingdom by removing various appendages from the bodies of its people. Whew! The earthquake you were talking about has a wiki? Oh, wow. That's interesting. Made you feel small? Aww. I'm sorry, Hun.
Choices, choices. That took you long enough.
Oh, look, she brought him back to life. That's good. Because I accidentally killed him. When I pushed that button over there. Now, is she gonna let them go like she said?
You've made your selection. Now we travel to the statue of our Lord in the Fringe. There we will perform the ceremony. Make haste.
Cool.
Hi.
Hi. Yeah, I know what you mean. Little things like tornadoes and earthquakes, they get whole wikis, they get names, everybody knows their name, they get to be kind of famous. I guess that can be kind of weird to think about. But in the end, at the end of the day, people know it's still just an earthquake. The enthusiasts, I guess, they love that stuff, I guess. How fragile we are, yeah. I love that Sting song. Fragile. I had the Best of Sting and the Police CD back in the day when I was a kid. I used to listen to the whole thing a lot. I was really big into Sting and the Police as a kid. I have arrived at the statue of Sheogorath. I should speak with Romina.
Shall we start the ceremony? First, place the gatekeeper's body into the cistern of substantiation.
Right?
Place the gatekeeper's body into the cistern of substantiation.
Yep, that's Sting.
Darkness turned into day. The void took form.
Yeah.
Hidden away by virtue of its own self-awareness was the sixth, containing within it the five which birthed it. Flesh! Meat with the desire to consume like fire. Place the dermis membrane into the cistern.
Pushes her into the thing.
Place the dermis membrane into the cistern.
Oh, she won't let me. She doesn't like me standing so close to her.
Place the dermis membrane into the cistern.
Get into the cistern. Get in there. Come on, you know you want to. You know you want to.
Place the dermis
I'm not touching you.
membrane
I'm not
into the
touching you.
cistern.
I'm not touching you. I'm not touching you.
Place the dermis membrane into the cistern. Blood, liquid nutrient. That ocean which casts pearls of life upon the shores of existence. Place the blood liquor into the cistern of substantiation. Bone, branch, and stone of the body, giving shape and structure.
Can't push her in there.
Place the osseous marrow into the cistern. Breath, child of air, bestowing movement, the stirring of spirit. Place the essence of breath into the cistern of substantiation. And last, the light of flesh, the illumination of soul, perception, thought, memory, imagination. I summon thee, walker in flesh, flesh of true flesh, from those waters of oblivion which sire thy kind. Come to this altar, join with this body, quintessence of flesh joined with the essence of flesh, absolute in immortal, bound to contingent. Stand clear of the cistern, over here by me. Onward, Daedra! Fear not thy abasement. Thou shalt be the holy in this temple.
I fear my basement.
I bind thee
Ow.
Astronaut, to this body, henceforth gatekeeper of the Shivering Isles. My child, it is time to fulfill your destiny. Stand guard in this land against all those who seek entry not bearing the mark of Sheagor of slavery. You shall know them by the coldness in their minds, the darkness of spirit. What's this? My child, they're coming! Destroy them! Show them your true power!
Yeah, I was wondering why he was so
Watch my
small at
child
first.
destroy the interlopers,
But then he
or
went into
run
that
to
big giant
Sheagor.
blue pool of
Either
Viagra.
way, tell him of our doings here. Send him my tribute and my affections.
And after that, he just... Yeah. Alright, time to go back to Sheagorath.
Our child stands guard once.
That's right, he's not far away from here. I don't think. Or is it all the way over there? Yeah, it is where I was about to go. I should have just gone there to begin with. I had a feeling. I love the load times in the Xbox One version of this game. They're so fast. It could be because of the 7200 RPM hard drive it's installed on, or it could just be because of the Xbox One itself. But it's just so much faster than on the 360. I mean, it just blazes right by, which is one of the advantages of playing these old Bethesda games again. Reliving them.
A new gatekeeper! Excellent! Oh, we might be onto something with you after all. That should keep out the stragglers. And I see you've learned to summon flesh atronauts. Ha ha! Relmina must like you, little Duchess. But probably not in that way.
Lord Sheagora, I apologize for the intrusion, but you must help us. Order has attacked Pinnacle Rock and routed us.
Well, what a turn of events this is. It's new, and I like new, even if it's bad. And this is bad, isn't it? This is a particularly exciting turn of events, is it not? A perfect job for you, my newest and only noble in the realm. If Order has entered my army's stronghold, things have taken a disturbing turn. It means Order has tried subterfuge, not its strong suit. Ha ha ha! Amazing! Perhaps things aren't going as poorly as I'd imagined. You'll want to get all the details from the messenger. Unless you already have. You haven't, have you?
Okay, Fingat, I hope you have an awesome night, hon. Thanks again for the bits and for hanging out. Always love talking to ya. Look forward to talking to you again soon. Have a good night.
Well, aren't you precious? Do you really not know? Haven't you noodled it all through yet? Because he is me! I'm him! We're a bit of each other, really. I won't be here when he arrives because I'll be him! Happens every time. The Grey March starts, Order appears, and I become Jiggalag and wipe out my whole realm! Soon. Too soon! I can already feel the change beginning. I feel like I'm not quite here. I'm not over there yet, but I'm not quite here! And I've been having moments of clarity that are quite unlike me. Like now. Stop it! Oh no, can't do it. Believe me, I've tried. It never ends well. But you're still going to stop the Grey March. Stop Jiggalag! Me? From destroying my realm! Now, nothing has changed. You deal with this messenger. Make sure my army is secure. You'll need them. Your job is still to stop it. And to stop Jiggalag. Well, you've already forced Order's hand. No stopping now. Some things can't be stopped. Trust me, I've tried. Cat's out of the bag on that one, isn't it? Who puts cats in bags anyway? Cats hate bags. Soon, I'll turn into Jigalag. There's no stopping it. That doesn't excuse you from your duties, though. Get to it! Come visit again, or I'll pluck out your eyes!
Your Grace.
Supposed to be doing here. A messenger has arrived for me in Shiagora's throne room. Let's try waiting and see if that fixes it. A messenger has a... Where's this messenger? Here he
Always
is.
a pleasure.
Your Grace, there is trouble. You must come quickly. Adeo sent me as a messenger to find you. Pinnacle Rock is under attack, and she needs your assistance at once. The forces of Order have overwhelmed us and forced us from the stronghold. We must regain control. She is leading what is left of our forces. She waits for you outside Pinnacle Rock. Please hurry to her before it is too late. It is our home, our sanctuary in the Shivering Isles. If we were to lose it, my kind would be doomed. Please, Your Grace, hurry to Pinnacle Rock while there's still time.
Oh! Oh!
Is there anywhere nearby that I can fast travel to? Cecilia, I can do that. Save a bit of time. a long walk, I know. It's another doggy. He's only slightly feral. He can be my pet. Get him, doggy. Look at the dog! Look at the dog go! He really is my pet. This dog is kicking ass. Now he's beating me up, but you know, sometimes that happens with tough dogs. He's still technically a pet. As far as I'm concerned. He murdered my dog. Plenty of parts of order for the next one, I see. I always love having a whole bunch of them ahead of time that I can just throw into the next little stone thing that receives the hearts of order. Forget what they're called. Obelisks, I suppose? Is that what they're called? I don't remember. Hey, Hoax2. Hope you're having an awesome day, and if you're not, I hope it gets a little more awesome soon. Look, I've got a new pet. I don't kill the dogs in this game, I just bring them along with me and watch them attack other NPCs for the hilarity. It's fun. Sometimes the other NPCs kill the dogs, like the last one. Very unfortunate.
For the mad god!
Going after my dog. Oh, I'm gonna talk to these guys after they're done. My poor pooch. Wait for them to kill my dog first. Yeah, I never kill the dogs in this game. They're easy to outrun anyways.
Thank you for coming. I apologize for summoning you. The blame is mine. We've lost control of Pinnacle Rock. Syl let them in. We had no idea she would turn on us. They captured our commander, Dylora, and have her imprisoned somewhere inside. Our first priority must be rescuing her.
She's got pretty eyes.
Syl had called her aside, separating her from the group. She meant to divide our numbers when order entered, making us easier targets. They imprisoned Dylora somewhere within Pinnacle Rock. If they killed her, she could return to us, so they keep her hostage. If we follow the waters of the wellspring, we will surely find her. Syl let them in. More than I could count. It was all we could do to fall back and regroup out here. We must free Dylora as soon as possible. She will know what to do. Forgive me for saying so, Your Grace, but I find taking orders from the Duchess of Mania to be unsettling. You are the only remaining Duchess, which is a situation quite unprecedented. Normally, you would never be permitted to pass within Pinnacle Rock. Given the need for swift action, the normal customs shall need to be overlooked for now. We shall be right behind you, Your Grace.
switch perspectives back to first person. I do that every now and then, just to get tired of staring at the same perspective for a while. Lighting a cigarette, by the way. I quit for a while, and I'm planning to quit cigarettes again. I'm just really trying. Especially after spicy food, it's hard not to. I had some spicy meatballs. Something about this food just make you want a cigarette, even though it's hard. But I had quit from July all the way to January initially.
We must find Ilora and free her.
It's a really odd-shaped wall. Like if the Silver Surfer had a vagina, it would look something like that wall in the other room. Still can't be open from here. I'm going to look at my map and see what corridors I have not spelunked yet. That's a fun word, isn't it? Spelunk. Sounds dirty, but it's not, right? Spelunk. Green stuff anyway. It's pretty cool. Might have something like that in my house. We're supposed to go through this strange vagina door.
We must find Ilora and free her.
Yeah. This place, if I could. Wonder if there's another way to get to the second floor. Just jumping on something over here. Or just bring that lady over here and jump on her head or something. Like, clearly missing something here. Let's try going this way. Seems to wind around. That's right, that takes me to the other locked area. This whole area is just one confusing mind fudge. I would look at the wiki, but I don't want to. I'll give it about 5 more minutes before I resort to walk through strats. I've only done that once this round, which I was trying to figure out why I couldn't find the focus crystals on one part. I had beaten this game before, I shouldn't have to walk through. Why in the heck? My stack. I mean, considerable times before. Dating back to August 5th, 2006. Some of these old games, my god. Slender, I've got to finish Slender sometime. That game, I need to get on the Xbox One. I had it on the 360, and I need to get the Xbox One version so that I can finish it. Just didn't feel like going back to the 360 version when they have an Xbox One version out. I think I might have. Rambling helped me. Why does that help? just rambled myself into the right way. How does that happen sometimes? A weird glitch in the Matrix. Like, I was lost 1 second. Next second, I'm just right where I need to be. Just rambling and checking my achievement screen for a second. What? There's a logic to this. I'm trying to speed through this, by the way. Not really worried about attacking these guys. Well, it's not a speed run. I'm trying to kind of get through the area. Okay, maybe I'll have to attack them to get through it. Oh, finally. Not all at once. I'm sorry.
We must.
Nearly started a battle with her. Statue's kind of creepy. Oh yeah, I was headed the right way. Okay. Just head up through here. And another dead end. Where are these gates able to open from anyways? There it is. I don't know what it is about those little green blocks. Sometimes I'm hard to... Okay, what we need is in here.
You must set me free. The barrier can't be broken by you. It's too tough. Use the chime. Ring the chime. And that may shatter it.
Chime, cool. What chime? Oh, here it is. Oh, that sure did the track.
You have my thanks for freeing me, but just who are you? My lady, I am sorry. I did not realize. Where is Syl? Have you seen her? That traitorous coward. Syl, the snake. She showed up, asked for a contingent of guards, said there was trouble at the palace and that we were needed. We were so focused on organizing quickly that by the time we realized she'd let order in herself, it was too late. We were split up and picked off. But it doesn't matter anymore. The only thing that matters now is the wellspring. We must reach it at once. The wellspring of the Mazkin. It's what links us to this realm, where we return to the world from the waters of Oblivion. If Syl helps Order sever that link, my kind will be annihilated. The realm will be lost to us. We must get to the wellspring and stop them. I will follow your lead. The wellspring is at the heart of Pinnacle Rock. Follow the waters to reach it. I am yours to command your grace. What would you have me tell you about it? Pinnacle Rock was given to us by our Lord Sheogorath as a sanctuary and place of restoration. It is our home. It is where our numbers are strengthened, and where we return to the realm from the waters of Oblivion.
What else would you ask of me? They are a key part of the ceremony for restoring fallen comrades. The ringing of the chimes is said to help call the souls back to Pinnacle Rock, guiding them to us so they may return to our Lord's service. What else would you ask of me? The Wellspring is a cynosure, a place where the animus of lost Mazkin can return to this realm from the waters of Oblivion. The darkness is a frightening place, even to us, and so our Lord has given us this beacon, a light to guide us back to Him. What else would you ask of me? As you wish, Your Grace. What reason could she have to turn on Lord Sheogorath himself? She must know that he will find and punish her. We will catch her, and will turn her over ourselves. Her treachery cannot be allowed to stand. The waters of Oblivion lead us to the Wellspring, where Lord Sheogorath has given us a place to return to his service. We shall not fail you.
Okay, everybody. I am going to get some sleep for tonight. I have been streaming all day. Thank you everyone for stopping by. Thanks so much for the follows, for the subs, for the bits, but most importantly of all, thanks for hanging out, because I love you all. You're my Twitch fam, and I love talking with you all and hanging out and just having a good time. I look forward to seeing you all next time. Should be tomorrow, either afternoon or tomorrow night. Have a good night, everybody. And have a good night, Hooks too. I will see you all on the next stream.